This is Karikter Asked It. You already know, Karikter did it. I'm here with Southside Miko, bro. Tell us about yourself. What do you do?
Yeah, man. It's Southside Miko, man, the hardest artist producer in the world. And if you ain't tapped in with me, man, then you're off that girl, man. like you heard already, you know what I'm saying? I'm the hardest artist producer in the world. Along with being an artist and a producer, I'm an engineer. I also offer artist development. I pretty much do everything. I like to call it more so career direction more than artist development, because I like to point artists in the right direction with their careers, rather than developing them, because I also have stuff going on. But yeah, that's mostly what I do. I'm an artist, producer, I'm an engineer, and I offer career direction.
Best introduction goes to Southside Miko, bro. I'm the hardest artist and producer. Like, that's a bar right there, man. That's cool. God. Where are you from?
Greensboro, North Carolina.
No shit, man. I spent every Thanksgiving of my childhood in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yeah, it's boring as shit.
It is. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We used to just drive around neighborhoods waiting for dinner to be finished.
Yeah.
But how old are you?
24.
24, and you're born and raised Greensboro. Tell me about your upbringing. Tell me about your background.
Yeah, man. So really, pretty much, I just grew up, in the house all the time. I've been doing music since about 2007, 2008. So it's been pretty much a long time. At first, before I was an artist and I decided I wanted to be an artist, I was a dancer. And I used to dance. I used to perform at talent shows, winning talent shows, quinceañeras, basketball games, wherever people needed me. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to make things work. I had a pretty easy childhood, nothing too much going bad. I really got myself into trouble because I was always in the crib, like, not by choice, but that's just how it was. Like, my parents always wanted me in the crib, so it's just like, as soon as I could get out the crib, I started getting active for real. So started mingling with everybody and making stuff happen.
Hell yeah, man. That's so you started music in 2007. I was trying to do the math while you were talking, but also focus. So how old were you when you started?
I have no idea, to be honest.
What year were you born?
1998.
Okay, so you were like 8-9 years old when you started making music. How did you start making music at 8-9 years old?
My brother made music. My brother had a lot of his friends coming over, and he had FL Studio. And I always saw them making beats and rapping and stuff like that. So I tapped in with them. I always was around them, listening to them, watching the older people do it. And my brother also had a piano that he had, and you could make beats on the piano. So I started like picking up the piano and trying to do stuff on the piano, make beats on the piano.
Hell yeah!
And that's
man.
how
that's back when it was Fruity Loops.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's cool though, man. So, what has been your drive making music? What's been the reason? What's been the message that you tried to send making your music?
Man, I'm the hardest artist producer on earth, man. And if you ain't tapped in with me, then you must be off that girl, man. No cap. Like, I be trying to get through. Like, I'm really the littest artist. I feel like I am. And it's like, for real, my message is I don't know, a lot of people have doubted me in my life and said that I can't do this. Like, when I was, like I told you, I was a dancer first, and a lot of people, they didn't believe in me. They was like, bro, you should stick to dancing. You a better dancer. I'm like, bro, I could rap, I could do this. And I was ass back then. Like, I was trash, not gonna lie.
So everybody's ass when they start though.
Yeah, for sure. But it's like a lot of people didn't believe in me. They was like, man, just, stick to your dancing. And then with my parents, they was like, just focus on school, because, the music stuff is a chance that you take. It's more so a dream. And I'm like, I don't know, just right now, I'm turning all this into reality. I'm showing people that this ain't just a dream. Like, you could really do whatever you want to do, bro. Like, I don't know. A lot of people don't realize that music is an actual job, and it's not as easy as it seems. Like, you working your ass off, bro.
Facts, man. Fucking facts. What have been your biggest accomplishments with music?
Last year, and still this year, it's less this year, but last year I was on 140 radio stations across the U.S. and overseas. I've also produced for a bunch of big celebrities. I have a bunch of placements. I've worked with Tia Corinne. Hopefully I got something on the way with Duke Deuce. I went viral 2 times in South Korea with one of their celebrities.
Shit, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I've produced with people who are at Sony, produced for a whole bunch of people. I've done a whole bunch of stuff. I've been on about 10 magazines now. I worked with 808 Mafia, TSF, YSL, whole bunch of people. So, we getting it in.
You're 24 years old.
Oh, yeah.
How the hell did that happen?
Working hard, bro.
No,
a lot of people
tell me the story. There's been a journey you've been through, and I got to hear it, man. How did you get to this point at 24 years old, man? Where did you start, and how'd you end up here? Like, what were the big steps? Tell me how you made this happen.
Well, it's like, in the beginning, like I told you, like, a lot of people doubted me. And that's been really my driving force. Like, the first time I ever tried to record a song, I was in there with a whole bunch of my friends, and all of them laughed at me. Like, I was like, bro, it's not that serious. And for some odd reason, like, I don't know, that just got me mad, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. It got me mad. So I went home, worked on my craft. And then, like, I tried to reach out to my family and show my family, and, like, people was like, nah, that won't really it. You should just stick to the school and stick to that. So I'm like, that really got to me too. I'm like, okay, so my friends don't believe in me. They laugh, and my family, they're like, nah, this ain't it. So I'm like, damn, bro, I gotta get to it for real. So pretty much I just kept working and working and working, bro. Like, I don't know. People have always doubted me everywhere I go. Like, even to this day, like, I go places with big celebrities, right? And people will be like, oh, your beats are, and your beats are this. But then I just keep proving people wrong because I just got to prove to myself that I'm not what these people are saying. Like, I know who I am and I know what I'm capable of, bro. I could do anything I want to do. It's all a mental game. So it's really me just pushing and putting my full time into music. Like, I was in college for, I think, a half a year, and I dropped out to full focus on music for real. I sold my game systems, I sold my TV, I sold everything. I'm like, bro, I'm about to show these people who I really am, because I know who I am. So everything's just been full focus. Every single day when I wake up, it's music. When I go to sleep, it's music. And most of the day, it's just manifesting the music. Always watching audiobooks, listening to audiobooks, and listening to people who have more than me and, who know what they're doing, just learning all day, every day. And that's the grind, bro.
Felt, bro. Hell yeah. And respect to that, for real. Like, you've dedicated yourself, and hey, look, half the billionaires out there are college graduates, so you're on the right path. I mean college dropouts. I mean, half the billionaires out there are college dropouts, bro. Like, you on the right path, man. Tell me about the biggest obstacles that you've had to overcome.
The biggest obstacles, I would say, people not believing in me. That's been the biggest obstacle, because I've always felt like, I mean, if you love me or you my friend, you should always support me. But I've learned that that's not the case. Like, that's been a huge obstacle. A lot of people ain't believing me. And that's always gotten to me a lot, because I'm like, again, if you're my friend, you should rock with me no matter what I'm doing. Even if I'm not good enough, tell me, like, it could be better, but don't cast me out and be like, nah, don't do that. That's trash, bro. Like, stop. And then also, a big obstacle that's been here in my life this year is just transportation. Like, I got people offering me $1,000 for a show in different states, and I can't get there. Like, I can't get there at all. And I be telling people, like, oh, well, pay me the $1,000 now and I'm gonna get there, but people don't be trying to work with me and stuff like that. It's just been a whole bunch of obstacles with transportation. But other than that, I don't know, it's building up my confidence with the first thing. So and it's just, helping me, go harder for what I need to do.
How have you overcome those obstacles?
For the first, I listen to a lot of people who have more than me. Like, I listen to a lot of billionaires, and I listen to what they go through. And I call them my teachers. Like, they teach me a lot. They teach me what I'm supposed to do, how to keep my head on a swivel, what to think, what to be thinking, what to do. A whole bunch of stuff. I read a lot, and that's taught me a lot of things about self-confidence. A lot of books, like with Napoleon Hill, Bob Proctor, a whole bunch of people. And then the second thing, I've tried to more so do a lot of shows in my city. A lot of shows in my city aren't paid, which is unfortunate because I feel like if I'm entertaining you, you should be paying me, especially with the way that I perform, and how much I be performing. But I try to, you know, show love to my city, and you know, I'm performing everywhere here until I can get out there.
Hell yeah, man. What does success in life look like to you?
Being proud of myself, reaching my accomplishments. That's what success looks like to me. Money don't mean nothing to me. Money, it means something, but I'm more so a spiritual person. So it's like, to me, success looks like being able to be proud of what I've done and being able to say, you know, I was that kid that nobody believed in. And my first day, everybody laughed at me. And now look at me. That's what success looks like to me, bro.
Hell yeah, man. I respect the hell out of that, for real. You're on a journey. You've accomplished more than most people have at 24 years old than they do in their whole life. You know what I mean? It's you have the mindset, you have the grind, and you have the ability to prioritize the things in your life. And that's what it takes, for real. And most people don't get that at 24. So respect to you.
Appreciate that, bro.
Are there stories in your life that everyone you know has heard like twice, because they heard when they met you and then they heard when you met someone else? Is there just those stories you tell everybody?
Yeah. I would say one thing is I'm kind of like the epitome of anything is possible to me, because like I said, people don't believe in me with anything. Like when even with everything in my life, that's just, I guess it's just on a spiritual level, it's helping me build self-confidence. But like, for example, right, I wasn't on the basketball team and I couldn't make the basketball team because I was too short. I was too whatever back then. And then I trained hard by myself, made the basketball team. When I was in middle school, I tried out for track. I tried out for the short distance team. Didn't make it at first. They was like, you too slow. I'm like, bruh. So literally that summer after I didn't make it, I trained. Made the short distance team at high school to becoming one of the fastest people in my state, actually. And I broke records at my school. Yeah, for real. I be working hard, bro. I don't know. I just believe anything is possible, and it starts with your mindset. Man, I just be doing a whole bunch of things. I feel like I'm the epitome of like anything is possible. Like whatever you think you could do that. Like you may not, like, for example, if I'm a super slow person, I may not be able to be faster than Usain Bolt, but I can definitely be faster than who I am and who I will be, who I was.
Hell yeah, man. And it's funny you bring up the running thing, because I heard a metaphor the other day, a little reel with a metaphor, and it was like, I think it was Quentin Tarantino saying, you know, if you're a runner and you run with people who are slower than you're always going to win.
Yeah.
But if you run with people who are faster than you, your time is going to get better.
Right. Exactly.
So you just keep competing with yourself, and you keep trying to put yourself in those higher circles where people are running faster than you. You got to keep up, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Is there anything that I didn't think to ask you about your background, or any sentiment you want to talk about before, you know, I got one more question before we end the interview. Is there anything that I didn't think to ask you, or any message you want to leave?
Yeah, man. Just be yourself. Like I tell people that all the time. A lot of people get like wind up get caught up trying to be other people and like trying to do other things. Like you're capable of anything that you want to do. Anything that you think of in your mind and your heart is, first of all, I don't know, I feel like something wouldn't even be presented to your soul wouldn't present you with something in your mind that you can't do in the first place. So chase it. Like if you're presented with something, go after it, because it's like it don't matter who you are or where you come from. You could find a way to do that. And your mind, and depending on how you think and what you're thinking about all day long, like your mind and your life will take you to your goal.
Preach it, bro. Fucking facts.
For sure.
You got anything coming up you want to talk about?
Yeah, man. It's too much. It's too much stuff. Like I got some songs that I'm coming out with. That's about to be crazy. The last EP I dropped, like I said, it was on 140 radio stations across the U.S. and overseas. So I'm hoping to get this one worldwide and hoping to chart with this one that I'm about to drop. It's not about to be an EP, but probably more so a mixtape. And I'm hoping to actually get on the charts with this one. I'm trying to get some big artists on the mixtape, and it's about to go crazy. Producing wise, I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got some stuff coming out with 808 Mafia that I'm really happy about, because when I first started producing, I was like, bruh, I really want to work with 808 Mafia. Like that's who I was watching. I'm like, yeah, bruh. And now I'm working with these guys, so it's like, hey, bruh, I'm really happy about that, and I can't wait for the world to hear what that sounded like.
You told us a little bit about, you just stayed on the grind and everything, but I feel like you kind of skipped over the sweet parts of, like, these people you're connecting with are big names, are you, I mean, if you don't want to give the secrets to your hustle up, that's okay, but like, how did you get connected with 808 Mafia? How did that happen?
Like, really just hitting people up, bro. Like I told you, when I wake up, I've networked all day. That's how I found you. That's how I pretty much found everybody. Like, I'm just hitting people up, hitting them up. If they don't answer, they don't answer. I'll hit you up again. It's okay. Next person. I'll go to 808 Mafia page. I'm like looking through all these people. I'm like, okay, I want to connect with this person, connect with this person, connect with this person. They answer, I get lucky. They tell me to pay whatever. They say $100 for a feature, $200. I don't care. I'm getting the money. I'm paying that. It is what it is. Like, you're going to have to pay to play. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes people just want to work with you because of who you are and what you stand for and what your work sounds like. But really, it's just, I get up every day and I hit people up. Like, you have to network. That's what the rich people talk about. Like, you have to network every single day. And it may seem stupid, it may seem dumb. Some days you may not have some success, but it's like, I got into a habit of, okay, I wake up, I hit at least 10 people up. But I honestly do way more than that. I hit about 50 people up. Like, now I'm full of work. So I'm working with these people and making sure this stuff it ends in longevity and keeping these relationships. But once I establish these relationships with these people, I'm back again. It don't matter how big I get. I'm networking, hitting these people up, seeing that, do you want to work? If not, what will it take to work? Because that's what I'm about. Where do I need to be to work with you?
Bruh, let me ask you something. How many interviews have you done?
About 30.
All right, man. Well, I'm honored to be on the list, because looking at you, listening to you, I see you shoulder up right now. But you got that hat, you got the aesthetic. I see you as, like, there's gonna be one day where, if you're willing, you let me interview you after you blow up, and we'll do a little transition from the way you look right now and then the way you look then, and your hat's a little more baller and you got some change. Bro, I see your future. You're on your fucking path right now. Stay on that. You're on your grind. People have so much to learn from you, especially what you were just talking about with the networking. That's what it is. It is not what you know. It's not how good it is who you know.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. It's who you know. The connections will help you grow, and you're growing them every day, bro. Respect to your mindset. Respect to your hustle. I know you're going to make it.
Appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that for real.
Hey, man, I appreciate your time for real. This has been Karikter Asked It with a great episode with Southside Miko, man. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see y'all next time. Peace up.